Hi, my loves, and welcome to my channel. My name is Erica. This is Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot. I am a psychic, medium, oracle, prophetess. So if this is your first time here, welcome in, my loves. We are a high vibe tribe, a pillar of light channel. Those of you guys returning again, welcome back. So today is, gosh, I don't even know what the date is today, to be honest with you, but just a couple days after Thanksgiving. And that's the best I got for you guys. It's a couple days after Thanksgiving here in the U.S. Year 2022, right? But of course, all of my readings and all readings are timeless, even when we hone in on current energy. So anyways, my loves, you guys have seen the title of this reading. I had a lot of messages. I've been off for the last 4 days. I have been up in the mountains, up in the Sierra Mountains in Northern California, visiting my grandparents, and we had a big family thing for Thanksgiving, right? 111 on the timestamp when I woke up. We just had the new moon. We have the sun in Sagittarius. We have Venus in Sagittarius. We have all kinds of fun things happening with the transits and astrology, right? Astrologically speaking, which is why I'm starting off this reading with the Moonology Oracle decks. I combined both decks together. I did this months ago. I felt called to do it, and I love the energies. So I've been shuffling, and on the bottom of the deck here, we have conclusions are within reach, a full moon eclipse. And we literally just had a full lunar eclipse back on November 8th, just a couple weeks ago, okay? So for me, the confirmation of the timing and just the energy that I'm feeling and all of that, this is confirming that. It's we just had this happen just a couple weeks ago, right? On November 8th. And with that eclipse, it changed so much. It enlightened us so much. It enlightened everyone, right? But the divine masculine, right? And the divine feminine, but in particular the DMs, right? It really brought open this just fiery, I mean, look at the coloring. There's fire and passion and clarity and sensual energy and sexual energy, right? And this right here is the purple is very much for me that passion and magic, and it's very mystical kind of energy. This is a card of an enchanted energy. It's very enchanting to me. Okay, the full moon is also about endings, right? Which is why it's in reach. Conclusions, an ending, a conclusion, concluding something here is within reach, okay? But before I go any further, you guys always know, if you are new here, I always channel out the energy because I read the energy before the cards, right? I see it and all that, right? This is a divine masculine who is, I'm hearing going through it. They're really struggling right now, you guys, in their lives. A lot of them are in tower moments. They've been under judgment. They are seeing more clearly, and they are feeling you very heavily. But you can see that, right? It's the darkness. It's in the night. It's in the dark. And even right now, my throat chakra is getting kind of choked up a little bit. It's getting kind of blockagey. And 404 on the timestamp, you guys could be seeing that as a synchronicity. 404, it's basically just 44 amplified with that 0. This is someone who is trying to create endings in their life. It's basically the energy that I feel is, okay, it's a scenario where, in a movie, right? Let's say you're you've seen these in movies or even in real life. If you guys are playing something some kind of game, with a friend, when you were younger or something, right? It's this or this, hurry, go, because your life depends on it. What would you do? What would you do? Right? You got to choose one. Your life depends on it, right? It's that kind of a thing, but it's you would do it jokingly, right? But this for me feels very, not literal in that sense, right? But it feels very much like that's the energy. That's what the divine masculines are feeling in this moment. Like it's like an energy of like, my life depends on this. Like I have to, not in the literal sense, meaning like their life, their future, their happiness, their destiny, just all of that. It's like, I gotta conclude this now. I gotta do this now. Something feels like I gotta do it now. It's like that, okay? So they're feeling the pressure. The pressure is on. It's like a rice cooker. Like I'm seeing like the rice cooker. It's like a rice cooker, and it's built all this pressure, and it's just steaming, right? But there's all this pressure like within, and that may not be the best example. Maybe a better example might be a pressure cooker, right? Instead of a rice cooker, but it's the steam. That's what I got in the first place. But it's like a pressure cooker. It's under pressure. It's just like steaming, and it's just like this energy of something's gotta happen, right? Because here's another thing that's coming through for not a lot, but enough for me to like mention it, is I am getting that for some of these DMs, they're resisting this. They are resisting in such a way that they're just so unhappy. They feel so unhappy. They have had they've had enlightenment into a sense, because they see with the third eye. They see clearly the future with whatever is happening in their life right now. They're like, basically, like if they're like in a karmic third party, let's say, they know that if they stay there, it's not gonna be good. Like it's gonna be a shitty turmoil kind of roller coaster life, right? But for some of them, that is, even though that for them is like miserable, it's just safer. And for some of these divine masculines, you guys, like, I'm an honest reader, energy reader, right? That is where they will stay. And it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is, or what kind of connection it is. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a twin flame, or you guys have had past lives together and it's that, right? It doesn't matter. It's like, if someone you're connected to that deeply and profoundly and so divinely, if that person chooses in this lifetime to not ascend, if they really just stick to their codependent ego ways, then that's fine. That's on them. We tap our hearts and send everybody love, right? But you divine feminines, like, you're gonna be blessed no matter what. And that's kind of where I feel like there's like this split in the road. And right as I say that, I start receiving this massive like ear angel in my right ear. It's a download, right? But that's it's the masculine side. So I feel like that's confirmation for me. Like, that's confirmation, right, of the divine coming through while I deliver this part of the message to some of you guys. And what they're letting me know here is that, like, some of you guys, like, this, you've been on these journeys for a very long time. You've been on these journeys with now, for some of you guys, you've been on these journeys for a very long time, and your person truly has gone through a massive shift and awakening. And for a lot of you, they are coming in. But for a smaller majority of you guys who will be tuning in through all space and time, your masculines are not. They are choosing to stay in a low vibrational life dynamic, life energy, whatever reality, okay? But either way, for you feminines, it doesn't matter what the storyline is for the masculine coming towards you or not coming towards you, you are being blessed irregardless, right? But anyways, this message is for the masculines who are wanting to come forward, but they are struggling, okay? They are like just racked and riddled with fear, all right? That's what I get a lot of. I actually get fear off of this card too. It's very beautiful energy, again, with what they feel and all that. But for me, it's like this, they're showing this beautiful, powerful full moon eclipse, okay? But it's like the Nine of Wands is what I'm seeing. It's like an energy of fear, where the eclipse, the full moon eclipse, is hiding behind the trees, the barrier, the wall, right? And it's still in this like dark kind of energy, even though it itself is full and powerful and strong and, all lit up with energies like, the sacral and the solar, and, you know, for me, a little bit of like the third eye and whatnot. Sorry guys, my hair was stuck on my finger. So anyways, so let's get some more cards out here, you guys. 10 minutes in and I have one card. But if you guys are new here, I channel a lot of the message, right? And then the cards, they just kind of, they back me up. They're like the assistant. They're my assistant, right? Okay, so anyways, my loves, I missed you guys so much. And I have not even been home for an hour, you guys. Like, maybe about an hour, right? I had to like say hi and like visit and catch up and do all the things, right? But I was like, I knew that as soon as I got home that I had to record for the channel and for the collective, for my tribe, for my soul tribe, right? Because just the messages I received and everything, and it, not even just about like the soulmate collectives and stuff, but about just you guys, everyone, everything, okay? See, right as I say that, all these cards flip over. So I have a lot of really powerful, beautiful, like spiritual messages from the angels and ancestors, like, you know, all the things coming your way too. So stay tuned, stay tuned. All right, here we go. From the Divine Masculine, what is the energy, please, around the Divine Masculine at this time? Nothing will come of the situation. It's a void of course moon. Wow. Holy oh my gosh, you guys. Look. So I told you the darkness. Look at that. The very next card out is nothing but darkness. See, they are in a dark place right now, you guys. A lot of it's because of the situations that they've gotten themselves into. Like, they aren't where they want to be. They aren't where they feel like they're meant to be in life. They feel like they're going against like their own destiny. They feel like they're going against their own heart, their own, you know, will, in a sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So nothing will come in the situation. The masculines around, the energy around them, because I was like, show me the energy around the masculine. This is that. The energy around them is darkness. It's cold. It's lacking love and compassion. They feel alone. It doesn't matter who's around them, who they're with. Like, it doesn't matter. They feel alone. See how like lonely this moon looks? It's way out of course. It's like, right? Like whatever. It's lonely. And it feels like it's like stuck behind like walls, even though it's very powerful. That's what this is. It just feels like they're really getting down on themselves about the barriers and the walls that they created between the two of you. I'm hearing blockages, right? So that's what it's like, it's really getting to them, you guys. It really is. And then it's just everything else also. For whatever reason, the end of the year, the nostalgia of the holidays, the fact that like when the holidays come, we want to be with the people we love. And right now they feel alone. They feel like they're not with the person they love, right? They know whatever's going on in their life, nothing will come of the situation. It's also about the fact that, you know, they're afraid that nothing will come of the situation with you. It's like, let's just say they work up that courage that, you know, and they say, you know what, like, I'm just going to reach out. What's the worst that can happen? I already don't have this person, or right? But in a way that they kind of like, at this point, they don't know. And not knowing is for sure is better than being shot down, because then that's like final. That's like, it's done, right? And that seems something very unbearable for them, because they are so much in their heart space for the feminines right now, feeling very emotional. I feel like for some of these divine masculines, you know, if they are with a karmic third party, that they may be, even though they're not in love with this person, or they're on their way out of the situation, or they want it to be over, or they're just not happy, or whatever it is, right? Because there's a full moon here, there's conclusions here, and nothing but darkness and shadow, right? For some of them, because of what they feel for the feminine, they might actually be showing kind of some love and affection towards the karmics right now, but it's out, it's like out of ego. It really is. It's out of ego, you guys, because they just want to feel some type of companionship, some type of love. Like, I know that's really weird, but that's what I've got for some of the masculines, is they might just be kind of affectionate and nice right now towards the karmics because they just want to feel that back. And I feel like what it is they envision you. Like, they picture you, they envision you, right? Any of that. And if they are making love or having, right, it's not anything like that. It is, I shouldn't even say making love. It's just sex. But for them, again, I feel like they envision you, think of you, fantasize about you. If they are holding hands with this person, they imagine it as your hand that they're holding. So I just want you guys to know that it is not out of that, not that matters. I'm just saying, it's like, okay. All right. So give me one more and then we'll switch over to the tarot and clarify. Okay. And then I'm going to use Kim Cran's, her archetype deck. Okay. This one right here. I freaking love this deck, you guys. I've had it, but I don't use it a lot. I use it in personal readings quite often, but I haven't really used it a whole lot in like my collective readings here on the channel. Nope. Sounds like someone's at the front door. Doorbell just rang. You know what? That's synchronistic. That's like someone like coming to your door, showing up, ringing the doorbell, special delivery, right? Could be all those things. All right, let's get one more. Ooh, it's a new moon in Sagittarius, you guys. We just had the new moon. We just had it. The new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. That's what the DMs are trying to do right now, you guys. That's like, because like, these two, basically there's 3 cards out, right? So this is like the root of everything right here, like the center of everything. The center of everything is darkness. They feel alone and they feel like whatever is going on in their life karmically, it's not going anywhere. They know in their heart of hearts and right, and they're in alignment in that way that they know it's not gonna last. It's not sustainable. It's not healthy. It's not good for them. All those things. They know nothing will come of the situation. So that's like the center of it all, right? This right here, these two like go together in that sense, right? So conclusions are within reach, and then a new moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. So this masculine is trying to stay positive. They're focusing on that. They're focusing on, it's like, let's say they get really down and out, right? They catch themselves getting really down and out. What they're doing is, it's like the magician energy. They take themselves immediately using that third eye energy and the crown chakra. They connect to the higher self and they use that third eye. They envision future timelines with their feminine. And they picture you guys together, or however it is, right? They're manifesting that. They're choosing those future timelines with you. But that's like, they do that a lot, but like, especially when they get down and out, that's what they do. They close their eyes or they just envision it. It doesn't matter what they're doing. They see you guys together. They bring you together. And that's what it like eases them. It like soothes their soul, their heart. It puts a smile on their face. It makes them feel love and compassion and contentment and bliss. It's all those things, right? But that's what I get here. This is a new beginning. You have these two that go together. It's a full moon and a new moon. And we literally just had the full moon lunar eclipse on November 8th. I think today's what, you guys, like November 26th? I think it's the 26th today, or the 25th of November. And then you get the new moon in Sagittarius, where literally, you guys, on the night or the day before Thanksgiving, okay, so Wednesday, we had a new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. And that's what it's all about right now for the femmes, for the masculines. But whoever's watching this, whoever's tuning in, which more than likely is a divine feminine, right? They're literally letting you know, like, a lot of these connections, like, right, it's all about like the energy and the vibration and the balance, right? It's all about the balance. You guys are that for each other and to the collective. If you're like super down and out, like your masculine feels that, the people around you feel that, it lowers your vibration, which if these are high vibrational soulmate connections, then right, Okay, so that's what this is right here. Spirit is saying that the DMs are trying to focus on positive. They're trying to keep their mindset focused on the future. You can see here that you have the little like Sagittarius. It's the what are they called? The quiver, the quiver. I forget. Oh my God, why can't I think of it right now? The quiver. Isn't that what it is? The archer, the bow. Okay. Not the bow, but the arrow. Okay, so you have like the little Sagittarian like arrow here. All right, so this for me is them looking out. It's like this new beginning that is coming. It's looking out, them looking out, the shot going out that way. Okay, focus on the positive. I'm getting that like really heavily right now, that like this divine masculine, they're just like really going through it, you guys, and they're trying to do everything they can to like stay in a positive mood, positive mindset. It's very difficult for them at this time, you know, all of that. But this is clearly an ending and a new beginning. Release control, first quarter moon. So you have this new moon, but then you have immediately the first quarter moon, and it's in Taurus. So we don't have any signs out except for Sagittarius, Taurus, and now we have Aries. And then that's it. Okay. And then I'm going to switch over real fast I'm going to pull a little bit on the tarot with the tarot. I'm going to use light seers. Yeah, I'm going to use light seers, and then we'll see what else comes out. Okay, so these two just came out, right? So the first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. Again, I feel like some of these divine masculines, they're just having a really rough time letting down their walls, being vulnerable. They know what they know. They feel what they feel. They're praying for strength right now, you guys. Like for a lot of them, they're praying for strength. You know, for a lot of them, they wanted to reach out to you for, if you're in the US, for Thanksgiving. I believe Canada does a Thanksgiving as well. And I think Canada was first. I think you guys are before ours, right? I'm pretty sure. But it doesn't really matter. It's just, it's the holiday energy. It's this time of year. It's the seasons. And it's, again, the astrological transits, enlightenment, awakening, ascension, the time of the year, all of that. It does have a lot to do with 2222, right? When I look up all twos. So the divine masculine is showing up, your counterparts, and they're letting you know, I love you. The numbers 222, 2222, like that, they it's a twin flame. I mean, they mean other things, obviously, right? But associated to twin flames, it is an I love you, a direct I love you from your twin flame, the 222, okay? So they're showing up and they're saying that, all right? Your DMs, whether it's a twin flame or not, it doesn't matter, you guys. This is someone where their control and them trying to control everything, it has caused these huge blockages. And they've realized that, like, the more that they try to control things in their life, like, the more, it's like when you constantly, like, you try to plan, right? But every time you plan, everything just goes wrong. Let's say you plan a family trip and you plan it, you know, every day by the T, a whole like schedule. This is what we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do, right? You could do through all this, right? It's control, right? And then you get there and everything just goes ass backwards. Nothing's working the way you thought it would. You're way behind schedule. You don't get to do half the activities you wanted to. People are hungry. This happens and this, right? It's like, but then if you were just to like release control and let it kind of just flow and like kind of right? It will go so much more differently, right? So I feel like that's where they've gotten. They're like in this mode right now of seeing that, like, I've been trying to like control everything and I just keep ending up feeling like this, you know? And I notice, like, if I just kind of like surrender it, everything just kind of starts falling in line. That's like, I think what they're starting to feel a lot of. And then you have release control, and then you have the new moon in Aries. So another, you have two new moons here, okay? So the new moons are outweighing the full moons, right? But it's just new beginnings. This is that Emperor energy. This is that Mars energy, and that's go for it. Go for it. Go for it. So let's see what's going on over on this side, okay, guys? So I've had a long few days. It was absolutely beautiful, but it was long, you guys. And, you know, I will probably talk more about, like, you know, all the things, like, in my reading tomorrow for the collective about, you know, it's just different messages that come through, but this one's going to be more of, like, my, you know, it's like a spiritual guidance from the angels, from the ancestors. I have messages from Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. I connected with them a lot this weekend. I have some really beautiful synchronicities to share with you guys, some like miraculous things that like literally, like I was like, whoa, just really neat stuff, right? But yeah, it can definitely be different, right, to be around family who is, you know, completely like one with the 3D matrix, and it's, yeah, right, guys, you guys know what I mean. So anyways, so, you know, we love everyone, though. I love my family very, very, very much, right? As many of you guys do too. But yeah, we'll talk about that more tomorrow in my reading. I might go live, but I'm not sure. Okay, so show us, tell us about this, conclusions are within reach, please, for the collective. Tell us about this fearful eclipse. I'm telling you, you guys, that is fear. That is scared. Conclusions are within reach, but this is someone who, yeah, see, they've been moseying along and they're scared because of how long it's been, you know, between you guys. All right, here we go. Here we go. There it is. Conclusions are within reach. Okay? But I want you guys to notice that this came out reversed. The whole time I said I was feeling fear from this powerful, the full moon eclipse is not a fearful energy. It's the opposite. It is like, I am a lion, hear me roar energy, right? It's like that. Well, there you go. Okay, but it came out reverse, proving my point of this, the DMs right now, a lot of them, because they're so close to like creating change, or they're so close to, you know, finally like communicating to you, or they're finally so close to, you know, letting you know how they have really felt towards you this whole time and still feel, or whatever, right? Doesn't matter if you guys haven't spoken for a year, or they've been with someone else, or longer than that, right? It doesn't matter. You guys have something very strong, and the bond that you share is eternal. And it's like the most love that they've ever felt, and the realest thing they've ever felt, right? So anyways, it's just showing my point of like the fact that I got fear, and that's fear. This is fear. Okay? And it's fear of being vulnerable. The lamb is all about purity, vulnerability, you know, sacrifice, you know, things of that nature. And it's very sacred kind of energy, right? The divine masculines are feeling this very sacred bond to you at this time, very sacred emotions, very sacred, it's just sacred energy. They feel like this is something so special, and you are something so sacred to them, which adds to that fear, because nothing is scarier than them knowing for certain that they have lost you forever. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that reversed, you guys, for right now, because it is a reversed energy. They are, you know, gaining strength, but the energy right now that I'm feeling around them is fear. It's also a fear for some of them of leaving karmic situations behind. Clarify, is with the karmic situations, are some of these divine masculines fearful of leaving these karmic energies behind? Yeah, 5 of Cups. See? And then the Fool. They're afraid of releasing this and going for a fresh start. Okay? A lot of them. Because, you know, it's not that they're afraid to lose. Oops. It's not that they're afraid to lose the karmic. Okay? Because for a lot of them, they don't, you know, they don't have any kind of special love for the karmics, you know, anymore. It's more of like just a comfort thing. They're comfortable, they're there, they're used to them. It's easy, it's like that, right? But what I'm getting is it's like they're afraid, they're just afraid of, it's like they know once they release this that whether they come towards you or not, that their whole life is going to shift and change, and that they have to start fresh again. They have to start new. And that's what I'm getting here, is some of these divine masculines are going, they're just, I don't feel like doing this again. It's like that, you know what I mean? But this right here, for some reason, I'm hearing the eagles. I can't hear it. How does it go? I'm hearing it loud in my mind right now. I spent all this time making money. Wait, I spent all this time making money. I wasted so much. I'm trying to turn around. Let's take it to the limits. Thank you, Spirit. It's take it to the limit one more time. Right? Okay. Sorry, guys. But I could hear it. I could hear it playing in my mind so loud. And it was a channel for you guys, for me, you know, to a message. So that's what it is. Take it to the limit one more time. So these masculines, it's like for some of them, the divine is showing them one more time. Because it's like for some of them, they're not sure. Do I let this go and move towards the feminine? Or what do I do? Like, am I making the right choice? Am I right? Like, what do I do, right? A lot of self-doubt here. That's like that fear, right? It's a lot of self-doubt is what I'm getting. Although they know that they love you and that they want to go for it and release control. See, that's a big thing here, is for them to be able to stay focused and in a positive mind frame, and also, you know, but also go through an ending, a conclusion, a release, right? Like that. Okay. But take it to the limit one more time. So for some of them, they've given, you know, it's like this last chance kind of energy. It's like, you know, that's what I feel for some of them, is they've given something one last chance, one last shot, one last try. And the divine is saying, is like showing them, the divine is stepping in and they're showing them why they need to do the things that they need to do, why they need to release control, why they need to create endings, why they need to go for the fresh starts in their lives. Okay, I hope that makes sense, you guys. But it's like the best way that I could say it is like, for some of them, they might be like, you know, let's say they've had a karmic, right? And like they're trying to like see if they can make it work, or they're trying to give it one last shot. That's what I'm getting. Take it to the limit one last time. There's a conclusion. That's the limit. That's the end. That's the, okay, now we're starting a new beginning here. And the divine is fully like backing this, is also what I get here. These, I think this is the right way. Yeah, this is the right way. It's just that some of these are, okay. Show me nothing will come of the situation. Okay, this is the divine masculine here, knowing that, again, this is the center of everything right here, right? This is the center of it all. They know that nothing is going to come of the situations that they are in. It's not going to last. It's not meant to be. It's, right? All of the things. Sorry, guys. My cat's being really loud. He's being a brat because Mom has been gone, and he hasn't seen me, and now I'm like doing a reading. But I gave him lots of love when I got home. You got the Four of Swords. Exactly. This is that surrender and healing energy, but it's like after the Three of Swords. So it's like they know that they have to go through the Three of Swords here. They know that. For some of them, they've been like trying to sabotage in a big way. For some of them, it's just, I'm getting that they've been like trying to sabotage for, you know, hoping that the maybe karmic energies would, see, right when I say that, the cards go, ooh, they try to stop me. That the karmic energies would just leave them. But That's not happening. Yeah, see, back and forth. Nothing's gonna, but it came out like that even, right? So very, how I just got done saying a moment ago, like that they're like, I don't know, like, am I doing the right thing? See, a lot of deep thinking, soul searching, thought about like your life, like everything, but they've gone within, you know, they've really gone within, and their soul is in their higher self is guiding them in a big way. But they go back and forth, you know, about this comfort zone, the devil, it like calls them back in. It keeps calling them back in. They're trying to heal and all that, right? But yeah, that's what it is. It's them going back and forth about that. You know, am I making the right choice? Okay. Some of them might reach out to you here, but they're still in the devil energy, my love. So, you know, use discernment here, but focus on the positive. Because again, we're in the holiday season and people get very nostalgic about the past and memories and people, and right? So, you know, this could even be like for some of you guys, I know that we're doing the reading about the DM, but it's just coming through that this could be for some of you guys an ex, like someone who is not the DM, someone who is not your divine counterpart, or your you know, your masculine, whoever you're watching this for. This could be someone who you had, you know, some cords, ties with in the past, and they're still in a devil energy as well, okay? This could be someone who thinks about you nonstop. They may have even recently popped into your mind from the past, and you're like, ew, why are you coming into my mind, right? It's because they were thinking of you. See the darkness in the darkness? Okay, so just a little FYI. Again, we don't want to entertain anything or anyone that's going to pull us out of our high vibration, right? Right. Okay. So, but mostly what it is it's the DMs knowing that nothing is going to come of the situations in their life right now. Okay. They have to release something. They have to release control. They have to go for it. See? Go for it. Go for it. Release it. Go for it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Show me this new moon in Sagittarius for the, whoa, you guys just hear that? Ooh, these energies are hot. Look at that. And this one's, I'm going to pull this one too, whatever this is. Look at that. We got the horn right on the new moon in Sagittarius, which we just had like 2 days ago, literally, a new moon in Sag. Focus on the positive, which is what we need to do. Right after I got done saying nothing to pull us out of our high vibration, right? And then that horn went off, and then boom. Okay, so let's see what this is right here. Oh, you guys, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? And look at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Pentacles. You're getting, okay. Either way, feminines, like you guys are getting everything you want, but your masculines, they view you as like, you just, you've got it all. Like you're the entire package. Like you're sexy, you're ambitious, you take care of yourself, you look good, right? You love what you do, you have passion towards your hobbies, towards your work, towards your craft, but you're like abundant and single on your own. It really is driving them crazy obsession, especially at nighttime. I'm seeing a divine masculine asleep, right? Asleep. But they're like, for some of them, what I'm seeing is them laying next to a karmic energy in the same bed, but they wake up in the middle of the night, and while the karmic is sleeping, they scroll social media. They watch you, they think of you, or they go out, of the bedroom and they do that. Like they're up at night. And when they wake up like at different hours, like throughout the night, okay, they have a hard time falling back asleep because of what they're thinking of here with you, with the devil. It is that obsession. It really is. It's pure, like, it is. Okay, so anyways, they wanted us to see this one. It was the one that was sticking sideways, and there it is. 10 of Cups, That's what this person, this is what they're manifesting. I said it was like that magician energy earlier. This is what they're manifesting, because it says focus on the positive, a new moon, which is that new beginning. Okay, so this is what they're manifesting. This is what they're focusing on. Secretly admiring you and loving you still, holding on to this beautiful offer of commitment, solid offer. Okay, again, proving my point of abundance too. For some of them, they feel like, you know, it kind of, in a way, it's a part of their karma. But for some of these divine masculines, being the provider, the caregiver, the caretaker, the money bags, or the breadwinner, that's their like love language. For some of these masculines, they're very successful. That is who they are. For some of them, they're not quite sure how to maneuver that. Like, it's very simple, right? Obviously, like, just be with the person and love them and be, you know, equal give and take and all that, right? But for someone like you, femmes, who just, you're good on your own, they're terribly fearful of you. It's like they're afraid that you're gonna like not want them. They're afraid you're gonna be like one day just kind of wake up and go, what am I doing, right? But that's, again, their own little like karma and things that need to be cleared out. But for some of them, that's what I'm getting. But anyways, it's take it to the limit one last time. It's like, I gotta give this one last shot, one last try, right? It's like that. I gotta know, I gotta ask, you know, it's like that, right? But I'm telling you guys, they are really struggling right now, okay? And for a lot of them, they're struggling releasing control of, and just releasing these karmic dynamics, and going for it. But for many of you guys, they will. Clarify, go for it. Clarify, go for it, please. So my loves, if this was your message, be sure to claim the energy as yours. Claim this timeline as yours, right? All the things by liking and subscribing. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I am thankful for you. I am thankful for this tribe. And I hope that you guys enjoy this beautiful message. You know, I am tired, you know, from this weekend. 222 on the timestamp as well. 4222. So anyways, my loves, let's just see real quick. Go for it. Look who's on the bottom of the deck. What you don't see coming is, again, that your King of Pentacles energy. For some of you guys, it could be a King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But King of Pentacles is ruled by Taurus, but it could be any of the earth signs, right? A divine masculine energy who's very wealthy, well off. They're very stable on their own. They're, you know, very deeply rooted kind of in their ways. Don't really care for change, right? Probably funny, charismatic in some ways, right? But, you know, good looking, like it's that typical, like, you know, kind of energy, right, with him. But this is someone who knows that they're loyal to you. They're loyal to you, just like this wolf by his side. It's loyal companionship, right? That's what they are to you, right? It doesn't matter if they're with someone else or not. Look at, this is what they want. It says, go for it. This is it. This right here, Three of Wands, is literally a card of go for it. She's waiting for her perfect wave, for her ships to arrive, right? It's like that. It is someone taking the leap, finding the right moment in their heart, in their eyes, in their mind. They take this leap of faith in the right moment. It's like that. Go for it. This is literally a card of go for it. So is this one. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's like again, this is how they've been feeling in their, you know, reality, in their life towards you. You know, and it really is an energy of, God, I really messed up, because I had the key here all along. I had the solution all along. All I had to do was open up, right? Okay. So, and these two together, right? The 5 and the 3 are an 8. So it is about like what is meant for you is circling back towards you at this time. And right, they're coming back through. It's like that the infinity symbol, right? This is someone who is desperately wanting to release the control. Okay, feeling a lot of love, but also, again, sexual energy is coming through very heavily. This person wants 10 of Pentacles with you. King of Pentacles showing up. Okay. And then 6 of Swords. Slowly but surely, slowly detaching and learning lessons. Okay. And then the Wheel of Fortune. A card of destiny, divine timing, someone who's moving on. Balancing their own inner feminine and masculine. But right now, the biggest energy here is another card of divine timing, because you can't pick the fruit, right, until the fruit is ready and ripe, okay? You can't force it either. You can't make the fruit grow like way faster than it's supposed to, right? All the things. Again, divine timing. What I'm hearing is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's your person. Okay, but here's the thing. Your person is really thirsty. This horse is really freaking thirsty, and you, my loves, are the water. Okay, let's just say that. There's a lot of reflecting on you, on the past. Again, a lot of deep thinking. For a lot of them, they are not opening up to the people around them about this. They're like keeping their mouth shut. They just are. They're not saying anything about you to people. You know, if you're brought up, you know, for in one reason or the next, you know, they may even play it off as if like, you know, you don't really mean anything to them. Especially if a karmic is around, they'll definitely downplay it if a karmic is around, you know, because they don't want the karmic to realize how much they love you, or, you know, they want to keep this very, you know, and it's just because they want, I'm hearing a clean break. So I don't know, you guys, they're tired of drama too. That's what this is. But this for me is moving on, moving forward, moving to calmer waters in your life. Okay. So that's what I have for you, my loves. And then right here at the very end is the 6 of Wands. Okay. Which is a card of victory. It's also a card of, you know, for me, it's you guys. It's showing me that, you know, you are in the spotlight, you're being watched. I split the deck and we have the Queen. That is your energy. It is Empress energy, high vibrational, divine feminine energy here, okay? The underworld. Oh, wow. Okay. I knew this was going to be a longer one, you guys, because I had just, you know, I didn't want to rush it, obviously, and I'm, you know, you guys know how it is when I'm channeling, but I haven't been on for like 4 days, and I'm hoping I'm not, you know, getting sick. The Village. Interesting. Okay. I'll read that, but it feels... To me, what it feels like is, well, it feels like confirmation of the DM. Not, again, they feel alone. It's like, see this mountain? There could be a village around them, right? But they feel alone. That's what I get. I'm hearing this song by Johnny Cash, and actually 9 Inch Nails redid it, and I love the cover. And I can't think of the song right now, and it's like the most simple title. Oh, the song is called Hurt. And right here I'm getting, he says, I wear this crown of thorns upon my something skull, heavy skull. Anyways, he talks about like how none of the riches, none of the things, they don't mean anything to him, you know, and he feels like he's so misunderstood, and he wears this crown of thorns upon my, you know, heavy head or something like that, right? And again, the song is called Hurt by Johnny Cash. It's beautiful. But that's what I got off of that. this divine masculine really wants to, they want to talk to you, and they want to tell you about how they can see you guys building like an entire life together, and you know, making friends, and you know, just spending the holidays like this together, and like, yeah, the storm. This is like the tower, you guys. What this is right here is, these are the archetypes, right? So the village, that would be the village, the community, the, you know, all of that, right? So everything that's going around them, and this is like the tower. The storm is the tower. It's absolute chaos. And it breaks things down. But it doesn't break things down that are strong. It breaks things down that are weak and not meant to be in our life, that are, you know, keeping us stuck. It's that. And that's what's happening here. I told you guys, this is that fearful, and again, the pressure's on. Lightning is striking down in their, you know, just all around them, in their circle, in their home. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Venom, yeah, see? Wow, poison. Venom is poison. Energy vamps. People sink in their teeth. For some of you guys, you know, maybe your holiday over Thanksgiving was kind of like a storm, right? Maybe for them it was like that. Maybe they're, right? The venom, poison. The universe is saying, you know, you're in a poisonous situation. We're going to help you get out. We're assisting in this. It's divine, the divine intervening. Let's get one more. Show me the energy between the divine masculine and the divine feminine counterparts in the 3D. The crone. Wow. And the dead end. Look at that. Ooh. The self and Thanatos. The self. This is like death. This is being like in the web stuck, and the dead end. Yeah. And the crone. Look at this. Your person, look at this. You have, look at, how do they feel towards you, the divine feminine? Nothing will come of the situation. They know that they have to, look at all of the color and all of the beautiful chakras and the light blasting out from the heart center, which is now a pearl. They're showing you, and the pearl takes it takes time, and it's, you know, anyways, to be built in the oyster shell, to be formed is what I mean, right? And it's formed through irritation and through you know, an uncomfortable feeling, and it hurts. It actually hurts like the oyster, and it's irritating to the oyster to have the sand in its inside its shell, and that's what tries to spit it out, and that's how the pearl is formed, right? That's the same thing that's been happening in the masculine's heart. So they're letting you know, boom, here with the archetypes cards, that the crone, it's all about being wisening up, wisdom. I'm hearing that, listen to your heart when he's calling for you. So for me, what I'm getting is, it's the third eye, and they're listening to the heart. That's what I'm getting here, and that's what's like assisting them big time. Okay. They also view you as this like extremely wise high priestess, intelligent, like, you know, you can't be messed with kind of an energy. And for a lot of them, you know, they take that into account. Like, you know, I just can't go towards this person because they'll be able to see right through me. It's like that. Okay. They've wisened up with the crone energy. They've wisened up about all of this energy here. The venom, the storm, that's what I'm getting here. So you guys, no one can say for certain, but the overall energy is like a lot of them, like they're struggling. See the fault line. It's like, it's been a buildup, and finally there's a crack, and it just, everything falls into this fault line. And they know that they've reached a dead end. They know that they've been caught in this web that has like basically just like sucked all of the life out of them, the happiness, right? The life force, it's like that. Okay. So again, wisening up, listening to the higher self. Okay. And the self, look at that. Beautiful energy. Beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to read the South, the Dead End. Tell me about, give me one final card for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, please. The King, there it is. That's the Emperor, and then the Gem, see? And then the tear, look, see? Tears of sorrow. In the darkness again. The eye has been in the darkness, again showing that they can't sleep in the dark. Their eyes are often open in the dark, or again they see you in their dreams, and for them it's very emotional. The tear, though, I've shed tears. I am so sad over this. I see it all. Again, more for me, this is kind of like a third eye energy that I get too, right? Like, okay. And the Gem, how could I lose the gem, like the love of my life, right? It's like that. Or, you know, I want to have the gem again, you know, but the King energy, that's what I knew. And it's like all of the coloring is, it lines up, you know, like that lines up. And then like in the beginning, these ones, look at the coloring in these, those lined up, right? And now here right at the end, these line up. Beautiful energy, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to read the King and the Tear. Okay. I just have to find him. And this is like, I'll find it fast. It's not just like alphabetical, or, you know, you gotta, it's archetype, so it's in different categories. There's another horn. Spirit, show me the tear. There it is. Okay, so it's on page 169. Melancholy, flowing through. It could also be drowning, drama, and murkiness. The mourning, like you're mourning a death, you're mourning a loved one, or you're grieving. The mourning, the release, and the rain. Beautiful. The release control. The release emotion. Okay. Tears are droplets of letting go. Once they begin to fall, we allow the swelling tide of emotion to run its elemental course. Often, the tear is what is needed in order for a conversation or situation to break into the next level of intimacy and vulnerability. Some say that tears are so powerful in softening our egos that they open up a portal to the unseen world. Through our watery eyes, the ancestors catch a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their eternal embrace. We sense our humanity, our humility, and we allow ourselves to be held. It is likely this card appears when there is grieving yet to do, a sinking down into disappointment or despair that, once acknowledged, will bring a shimmer of clarity to our dewy eyes. Wow, you guys. The tear is powerful, and it is possible to be subsumed in its waters. Find a supportive place to open the floodgates. See, my loves, find a supportive place. I mean, this couldn't have been more spot on. Look at all these cards that came out. I felt called to read two to you. The Tear and the King. If both the tear and the river appear in a reading, this indicates an excess of the water element in your life, as in the Ayurvedic tradition. Balance it with fire and earth. Well, we don't have both of those, but I'm telling you one thing, with all the energy that is here, it is an overwhelm of emotion. There was a lot of like water energy here. And then I get called to read the archetype of the tear, and now we know why. Because underneath it all, you guys, this DM is very in love and very emotional right now. But again, for a lot of them, their emotions are still, they have them for you, but it's like they're getting them very mixed up, and it causes confusion for them, kind of a thing, okay? Like in their 3D reality, all right? So let's read the King. Let's see what your Emperor King wants to say. Ooh, I just saw the castle right when I said king. King of the castle. You would be over here with these ones. I think you're like the first one here. There you are. The warrior, the queen, the king. Okay, so the king, my loves. Very powerful energy here. Backed with that sun energy, that solar energy. Again, you know, for me, it's that they see it, they do, okay? But they're working up the strength and their own power, okay? All right, some of them, you could actually be feeling a little like out of sorts, or you could, excuse me, see, get like pains or certain things could happen in your solar region, solar plexus region. I'm just getting that, you guys, because I feel like for some of them, they're going to be pulling on your, like the solar plexus energy, like that power energy, the power center, like that kind of energy, okay? It says the ruler, the commander, the emperor, benevolence, divine leaderships, service, and nobility. So the king preside, okay, if our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the king presides over it all. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego. Did you guys hear that horn? Oh my gosh, that was confirmation. Yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom, okay? So this is just confirmation that your person is, for me, for a lot of them, again, Two of Pentacles, in the back, like they're figuring it out. They're like going like this, weighing the options, you know, all of that. It's like going in between, back and forth between like the ego, like, or the comfort zone, right? And then like their future, which is that benevolent, divine, sovereign, beautiful energy. But ultimately what I'm seeing is I am seeing them pick that, okay? I am seeing them pick that for a lot of you guys. It is their sovereign, divine life path with you. Like that's what it is. It's a beautiful connection that you guys have and share. And that's why we have this. Okay, if they don't choose themselves, like if they don't choose self in these moments, right, then they're never gonna, you know, ascend beyond, kind of a thing, right? Like they can still ascend, but they won't, you know, without coming towards you. But what I'm seeing is, again, a lot of them, if they don't come forward, it's because they're gonna stay stuck somewhere else instead of choosing self. But many of them, they are choosing self, my loves. So anyways, okay, and then right before I go, I know it's a long view, 1 hour, but hey, whatever. I'm sure you guys are going to appreciate it after me being gone. Okay, this wanted to come out again. It always wants to come out. It's the Twin Flame card, but I just saw it, like, it, you know, it got my attention when I started shuffling, and I can always tell. So again, you know, for many of you guys, like, Twin Flame union is very near. And, you know, this is like a current energy, but as far as the timeline goes, as to when they could come in, it could be anytime from when you see this to, you know, 4 to 6 weeks from now. But the energy that I feel is more about from right now, within the next month, like within the next 30 days, from whenever you watch this. It doesn't matter the dates. Thank you. Balance. See, you guys, this whole thing I've been talking about, them going back and forth, they're really struggling. We have the fault line, that tower energy. I said it's like divine intervention. It's helping to level things out. It's balancing things out. And the card that we get is balance. Yin and yang. You guys are one. Surrender the 3D aspect up. Surrender the outcome up. Everyone is so obsessed about, I miss my twin and I miss my person and oh my God, it hurts so bad. And, you know, I just want them back. I just want them back. I miss them so much. You know, like that kind of stuff is It's all about the ego, and it's all about, like, I don't doubt that you really feel that way, obviously, but what I'm saying is it comes from a place of need. It comes from a place outside of yourself. Because if you were whole within like this, with your own inner feminine masculine, you wouldn't be like in that needy mentality of, I will only feel complete and happy and good and loved when my person shows me that, when my person comes forward and does that for me, right? No, the whole point of these, and that's why it's not happening. The whole point of these journeys is to become one with self, okay? High risk gamma union, your own twin flame, right? I'm good on my own. I don't need anybody. I don't need a man. I am fucking hot. I'm successful, right? I'm intelligent. I'm funny. I'm kind. I have a loving heart, right? I'm high vibrational. Anyone will be lucky to have me. Hello, right? But I don't need anyone, and I don't go outside of myself seeking these things, right? That's how many of you guys are thinking. But the ones out of balance are not thinking that way or feeling that way, and it creates more of separation and imbalance within your situation. So number one advice anyone can give anyone who's on a twin flame journey or connected to a soulmate, like in that regard, surrender up the outcome. Surrender it up. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So your divine masculine, like, they didn't want to grow or expand, you know, they wanted to stay the same, which is why, right, they ran. Many of them, right, went back to karmic exes, or they just got themselves into new karmic dynamics or whatever, right? Or they just went back to their old ways, maybe, you know, of, addictions and things of that nature, right? But it doesn't work, and they feel like their life is more out of balance, right? You are that balance for them, and they're balancing themselves out. That's what this is. It's that I know what I need to do, but I'm scared, kind of, right? Or I know what I need to do, but the unknown is like scary. Like, it's like kind of like that is what I get. But they can't hold it in anymore because that feels worse. That feels worse, you know, and staying where they've been or where they're at, that feels worse than the unknown, right? So yeah, I'm hearing it's coming. When we pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories that you have shared with those that you love. A lot of like grieving and mourning kind of energy here, like loss. I feel that for some of you guys, your masculine had a dream that you passed away. And it rattled them. It's very specific, I know, but that's what I'm getting here. You know, and I've channeled that out before here and there, but I'm getting it it's because of the holiday too, and like just this time of year. I do, they're really starting to see the signs and the synchronicities, and they're, again, like things like that, like it's all showing them who you are for them. Okay. Let's get one more, please. So many loves. I thank you so much. And again, I'm so happy to be back. I missed you guys. I will be catching up on emails and going through emails and all of the fun stuff. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. This keeps coming back over and over and over again. Twin flames, your passion ignites. I'm telling you, you guys. Let's get one more over the top. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. I said that earlier with the 222. I said that they were coming through saying, I love you. And very last cards here. They want you to know, I love you. See? And then look, time. You were trying too hard. Give it time. See? I just got done talking about the energies of obsessive, like on the feminine side. overthinking things, obsessing over it, like, you know, just like, I miss them so much, you know, this hurts, and or the opposite, or like, oh, I'm over it, I don't care, you know, right? It's like, well, okay, like, you can surrender it up, but that just sounds like you're angry and you're resentful, which is, you know, that ego and all that, right? Like, no true, like, aligned divine feminine is going to act like that. If anything, you just surrender it up and you just say, I tap my heart and send them love, but I'm moving forward. You don't sit and like talk all kinds of crap about them, or, you know what I mean, have that resentment energy. So either way, it's like, that's what happens, and it creates it to be out of balance, and that's what it is. It's, you're pulling too hard, you're trying too hard. Give it time. Okay, so, you know, and then also what I'm getting here is, you know, for some of these masculines, they're saying to themselves, like, you know, you've been trying so hard to, you know, resist this, and you've given it time and nothing changes. Okay? That's what I'm getting from that too. Yep, for sure, for sure. So, you guys, they always overtake the energy here with what they feel as far as their love for you. But yeah, there's definitely something here about them thinking about the end too, like with when you pass from this world, and we're at 111 minutes too. They're thinking of like their deathbed, like, you know, when that day comes, who do they, you know, they want to spend their life with you. I mean, this is coming through very deep and it's heavy, but it's the real stuff, right? Like, it just is what it is. That's what they envision, and that's what they're thinking of, and that's what they want to manifest the rest of their life, who they want to grow old with, you know, what the rest of their life looks with, like, and then, you know, all the other things. So anyways, this is what I have for you guys. Again, if you want to book a personal psychic session, you can find the info down below in the description box. I hope you guys enjoy this extra long reading, and I just love you guys. I am thankful for each and every one of you guys. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and supporting me, and just being here and being a part of the tribe, and for healing yourselves, and for you know, stepping into your sovereign power and your truth, and for just doing the damn thing. So I love you guys.